Hey everyone, welcome back to the 1% Shift episode on the Live Life Balance podcast. I am so excited to be bringing you this mini series because it was inspired by you. You guys have asked me for swaps, you've asked me for tips, you've asked me for tools, you've asked now what, how do I do this, where do I start? So I thought each week I would do one short episode on one particular topic, and I would do just that. I would give you the tips and tools that you need, the swaps and the things that you need to do in order to make those shifts in that particular area to help you to keep going on your journey to create better health and wellness for yourself. And who knows, you might even pick up a habit or two that could become one of your non-negotiables. So let's go explore this week's topic and see what we can find. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 1% Shift episode of the week, where we explore one topic that will help us live happier, healthier, more balanced lives. Today I wanted to talk about a conversation that I had with another mama, and we were talking about respecting our health and our body in comparison to our homes to create better wellness, and also how a health coach works and how it can guide you to have transformation. So I wanted to first start just with some basics. So what does it mean to respect our health? Kind of sounds weird, I guess. But, when we show respect for our homes, we do that by keeping them clean, organized, well-maintained. And when we talk about respecting our health, this really involves the nurturing of our bodies and our minds through healthy eating habits, self-care practices, movement, all the things that we talk about a lot. She was saying that she was struggling making better choices and better habits. And in the chat, she mentioned also that she was on a mission to rework some of her rooms in her house because they no longer were kind of working for her. And as she was talking me through her plan, I just paused for a second and I stopped her and I just said, what if we apply this same thinking that you're going through right now for how you're going to reorganize your house? What if we applied that to your health and your wellness? So we were just kind of going back and forth, and I was like, like you're taking one room at a time. This is how she described it to me. She was going to take all the things out that were kind of cluttering everything. She had some ideas to redo the closets with these buckets and baskets because she was getting rid of some pieces of furniture that were overwhelming the room. And she kind of just had these little tiny steps as part of her plan. And, you really can do the exact same thing with your wellness. We all think things have to be hard. And I want to try to take some of that overwhelm away, because the less overwhelmed we are, the easier the process is, the more you're going to stick with it. The habits that you'll create will create that long-lasting lifestyle that you guys are looking for. So when it comes to our body and respecting our body, we have choices, right? We have choices in the daily food that we take in every day, the movement that we do or don't give to our body, the self-care practices that we keep up with or that we don't, the relationships that we're in, the career choices that we make. All of these are different rooms in our home of our body. And so when you're, comparing this analogy, when you go into your home, you're not going to reorganize your home all in one day. You're going to take it slow. You're going to do those 1% shifts, right? You're going to start with one room, maybe a closet, and then you're going to make your way. And so I just want you to envision your body more like your home. Your body is the foundation of your health, right? And it's much like the foundation of our home. If there's a crack in our foundation of our home and we neglect it, bigger problems are going to start arising. So it's the same thing in our bodies. When it's essential to address the imbalances that we're having, the discomfort in our body. Remember, our bodies signal to us through pain, low energy, brain fog, not feeling well, feeling anxious, overwhelmed. When we have all these feelings and different ailments going on, it is truly our body speaking to us that something is out of alignment, something is not balanced, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual. All three of those components have to be well balanced in order for us to have our best wellness. I am going to drop at the end of this episode the life wheel And it's an exercise that you can do on your own. I know I've dropped it in a couple of other episodes, but I find it to be such a great tool to have. So print it out and keep it. And you can go through each part of what we call primary foods. And on that wheel, you can put a little dot, depending on if you feel like you're very balanced in that area or you're not balanced. And then afterwards, you play like the connect the dots. And then you will see what areas that you can start with. And those are kind of like the important rooms of your home. So is it home cooking? Is that something that you're out of balance? Is it that you don't work out as much as you'd like to? Is it that you're not satisfied in your career? There's probably like 12 different things on the wheel. So you'll be able to really get down to the nitty-gritty with all different things in your life. And I think it's important to take a look at that when we're trying to figure out where to begin, because that's part of the overwhelm. It's like, where do I start first? So just like, caring for our home requires maintenance. We have our air conditionings checked, regularly, well, a couple of times a year, right? We clean our toilets often, otherwise it's gross. We vacuum. We do certain things around our home, yearly maintenance things. If you have a pool, you have to do certain things. So similarly, caring for the health of our bodies, it's a proactive measure so that we can prevent illness and promote vitality. And again, we do that by eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, getting enough rest. And again, listening to your body is a key tool to use, and it's free. If you are not feeling your best, if you have aches and pains, if you have brain fog, if you have low energy, if you have different things that are happening to you that once were not happening to you, your body is talking to you. So use them as clues, just like the clutter in your home. As our homes accumulate that clutter, poor eating, lack of movement, ignoring your signs of, that your body gives to you, stress, negative emotions, they can all build up within our body and our mind, which does impact our overall well-being. So practicing those better eating habits, you have the choice. I'm going to say that over and over again. Every time we pick up our fork, we have the power to choose wellness or disease. We have the power to choose to feel better or to feel yucky after, right? Some of us, let's just say somebody's allergic to dairy and they go and they get ice cream and they definitely will get a stomachache after that, right? So who wants to do that over and over again? Yet some people still do, and they just say, oh, well, it's just the way it is. It's really not. It's your body talking to you. So if you don't listen, you're just continually doing things that are going to break down your body. Eventually you will listen, but I want to encourage you to do it sooner than later. So by practicing those better eating habits, some mindfulness, some stress reduction techniques, we can create a sense of spaciousness, and even tranquility within our bodies, much like decluttering, like the living space. Whenever you organize a space, you, again, don't do it all in one day. You do it in small shifts. And then maybe in a week's time, you do one room, and in another week's time, you do another room. So it is bringing that balance back into how much time in a day do you have to devote. So there's 7 days in a week. For most of us, we have that mentality, I'm starting Monday. I'm going to hit it hard on Monday. And so we get all this stuff. We think we're going to do all these things. We way overwhelm ourselves with the amount of things that we think we're going to hit hard on Monday. And so maybe, Monday, you do 100%. Tuesday, you do, 90%. Wednesday, you do, 85%. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you do nothing, because by the time you've hit it hard Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're burned out, you're way overwhelmed, you are, you're not feeling really any different because it's too short of amount of time, and you just give up. And then Sunday comes around again and that cycle starts, I've got to get better. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. So I'm starting again on Monday. So that gives you mathematically around, and I could be wrong, but around a 40% success rate. So let's change that. Let's say Monday you plan out just a few things. Maybe you plan out 4 things for the week. Monday you you accomplished 90% of what you set out to do. Tuesday, maybe you only accomplish 60%. Wednesday, maybe 85%. Thursday, 90%. Friday, 70%. Saturday, 80%. Maybe Sunday, somewhere between 80 and 90. So as you can tell, we're not 100% every day, right? Because things happen, life happens. But we are ditching that all or nothing, and we're adopting more of the balanced philosophy. And by doing that, you're accomplishing an 80% success rate. There is no such thing as living 100% every single day, but the more consistent we can be getting 60s, 70s, and 80s, the more we're going to see, the transformation start to take place. And it is a process, but I promise you, if you stick with it, you're going to feel good. Okay, respecting our health does go beyond avoiding just the illness. It is really, truly about nurturing, like I said, your body, your mind, and your spirit. It involves conscious choices that prioritize your well-being, stress management tools, self-care practices, and a question that you can ask yourself before each meal about every relationship you have or are in, each activity that you do or don't do, your career, your home cooking. Is this serving me in a way that fuels my health? Or is this serving in a way that is going to feed disease? And again, you ask yourself that every single time that you're doing something, and you will start making different choices. Because when we are intentional and we ask ourselves that question, we see things more clearly, and we stop that automatic just going and doing, going and eating, going and all the things without actually having a conscious thought. Respecting your health isn't always easy because our life gets busy, priorities can shift. And that's why we talk about, the balanced lifestyle mentality, but it's also where a health coach can come in. And my friend was asking me exactly what a health coach does. And so I thought other people might have this same question. So a health coach is someone who comes alongside you on your journey. They provide not only support and guidance, but accountability to help you navigate the challenges and also to stay on track with your health goals, because everybody's health goals are different. But what we do also is kind of like when you think about, we're kind of equivalent to like a skilled home organizer. Home organizers help you declutter your home. A health coach helps you declutter your health habits, streamline your wellness routines, helps you create systems and goals that are appropriate, and create a personalized plan for you to achieve your actual goals that you're looking to do, not what Sally's looking to do. So just as a home organizer helps somebody identify areas for improvement in their home and gives practical solutions, a health coach can I help you identify your unhealthy patterns, create personalized plans tailored akin to your unique goals, whether you're looking for weight loss, manage stress, overall just well-being. A health coach serves as a mentor, an educator. We provide tools, resources, all under all to help you become empowered to take ownership of your health and make sustainable life changes. So through one-on-one coaching sessions, we can help identify barriers, set those realistic goals, develop strategies to overcome the obstacles along the way. But most importantly, we are, your biggest cheerleader. We are there helping you and making sure that you understand that it's okay. If you have a dip, you just get back up and keep moving. So whether you're tending to your home or nurturing your health, the key to the approach in both is care, respect, and intentionality. By investing time and energy into maintaining your home, if you gave that same time and energy to prioritizing your health and wellness, you would be able to clean up and create new habits with ease. I hope today, as you walk away, you really keep the image of your body being your foundation and all the parts that make us healthy as being the rooms of our home. And as you're making choices this week, I would really love to encourage you to ask yourself that question, and also maybe pick one or two things you personally today on Monday want to work on for the whole week, And maybe that's drinking more water. Maybe it's adding 2 days of, movement in. Maybe it's building a better plate with each meal. Whatever your particular goals are, I encourage you to pick 1, 2, or 3 of them and work on them throughout this week. And as always, I would love to hear from you guys. I can be found on Instagram, Live Life Balanced with Robin, Facebook the same. You can DM me. You can email me at robin@livelifebalancedwithrobin.com. And I will also drop that activity in the show notes so that you guys have something to work with this week to identify maybe those 3 areas that you want to work on. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week. I hope that you enjoyed that episode and that you can see yourself taking away 1% this week. Stay tuned for more practical tips and nourishing your body and your mind. Until next time, of course, take care, make those healthy swaps, and know that I'm here cheering you on, walking beside you on your journey. Love you guys, and we'll talk soon.